right, so we're at Summer Game Fest, and I've been excited about this. We have the Enhanced team here. We're going to be talking about the new game, Lumines Arise. So you guys would like to introduce yourself, and we'll go from there.
Sure, I'll start.
Microphone.
Oh, sorry.
It's been a while, I know.
Tell I do this all the time. Yes. Mark McDonald. I'm a creative producer on Arise.
I'm Kyoko Yamashita. I lead the marketing and PR team.
I am Takashi Ishihara. I'm a director and art director.
Awesome. It's an honor for me to be here. I'm very, very excited about this project. So, what this Luminous version, this game, different than the previous titles?
前の過去のルミネスに比べて何が違うんですか、ライズは。
今回は、この前回、この前にテトリスエフェクトっていうゲームを作ってるんですけど、そのエフェクトで、こう培った、技術だったり音楽だったり表現だったりそういったものが今度はルミネスにやってきたっていう感じで、本当にそのゼロから新しいルミネスを組み立てた、そういうようなもう新感覚のルミネスになってます。
So, as many of you may know, our team worked on Tetris Effect. And with that game, we learned a lot. It wasn't just about a new game and adapting to a very well-known IP. It was the visuals, the game design, just overall expression, and how that came together was a huge part of our learning. And so going back to and bringing back Luminous, for us, it's almost like starting all over and starting scratch, but adapting what we've learned and what we've experienced throughout that process of making Tetris Effect and applying ways that will make Luminous fresh and new again.
Now, why Luminous Arise? Why that title?
The name?
The name.
Yep, Ishihara-san. That's no idea. It was Ishihara-san's idea, so he should be the one.
Okay, all right. Okay.
そうですね。このルミネスを作り出した、開発を始めた時、ちょうどコロナ、COVID だったんで、みんなこの先の見えないこの世界の未来に不安を感じていたんですよね。でチームのメンバーもちょっとこうみんなこう気持ちが下がっていて、でもそんな中どんなゲームを作ろうかってやっぱりこうみんながゲームをプレイした人がきっとポジティブになれるそんなゲームを作るのがいいんじゃないかってことでこうもう一度みんなこう未来に向かって立ち上がれと。こうもう座って落ち込んでないで立ち上がれそういう気持ちからアライズっていう言葉が自然と浮かんだんですよね。
Yeah, so this is, I'm going back to early pre-production days, but it was during COVID. And so these are, we all went through it. There were uncertain times, uncertainties about what's going to happen in the near and far future. And so I think, including myself, our team who's working on our games, you know, we had to sort of lift each other's spirits and help motivate each other. And so while going through those motions, we were talking about, okay, how are we going to make this next Luminous? What is the theme going to be? And all we really wanted to do is simply hopefully going through this game experience will bring a very positive kind of energy and lift your spirits. And so we wanted to sort of insert that into the overall theme of the game. And that's when I came up with this name, not name, but word, let's, arise seems so positive and so forward facing and looking. And so that's the word that I came up with at that time.
That's pretty cool. Now, you want to say something else? Yeah, go. Well, here's the thing. I notice every time you guys release a new title, the music selection has been flawless. It's been always perfect. How hard is it to select the right track for each of these games? It just gets better and better because even with the demo that I just played right now, I got into it and it felt the same way as back when I started playing Luminous for the first time, and also Tetris Effect connecting, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Why don't I'll talk while you do Ishihara-san's, I'll just say my thing, and then we'll get Ishihara-san's thing just to use the time. So, but that's great. So if Ishihara-san's reaction to that we can be queuing that up. But I'll just say, like, to that point, I think that one of the things, we talked about the difference between this and Tetris Effect as well, the music selection part. It is such a huge part of the game. One of the things that what is the difference between Lumines and Tetris Effect? Part of it is the music. I think both games offer have a chilled, laid-back, meditative vibe for certain stages, and both of them have a more lean-in, focused, attention, upbeat, excited phase. But if it was, in Tetris Effect, maybe 70% the former, more chill, and 30% more the energetic part, I think it's kind of flipped with Lumines, where Lumines is more in general upbeat and excited. Hopefully, you got a taste of some of the different. There's more ambient kind of sound stages. There's more stages with vocals. There's stages that are upbeat. We tried to choose those for the demo levels. But the full game, there's even more of a range, more eclectic stuff. There's some hip hop in there. There's some really cool stuff. I think even more than Tetris Effect really swings for the fences. And in general, a little more lean in, instinctual. Hopefully matches the Lumines gameplay, which is a little more visceral, in the moment, kind of instinctual gameplay. But yeah, Ishihara-san's thoughts?
歌ですよね。
だと
そうですね。
音楽が上がっていくんです。
シンプルに音楽を作るわけではなくて、まずそのキーアート、そのいろんな世界を表現したキーアートやステージアートを書いて、そのステージアートから感じた言葉、キーワードっていうものをいくつか考えて、それをサウンドデザイナーと共有したりしながら、そのうちその言葉がつながって歌詞になっていく。でその歌詞の内容に関して、チームだったりプロデューサーなんかと、一緒に何回も何回もその歌詞をいいものにいいものにして、でそこにどんなリズムが、どういうメロディーがかぶさっていき、それがちゃんと束になっていいものができていくんですけど、できたものに対しても何回も何回もチェックをして、やっぱりその心を動かすとか、感情を動かす、気持ちの流れを作る、そういったところを注意しながら、みんなで音楽を何回も磨いているっていうことですかね。
So I'm going to just sort of give you a simple peek or a snapshot into how we make the music, because as you probably know, the games that we make is not about, okay, well, the sound designers and the composers, you go out and make the music, we'll go make the game. That is not how it works. So we have a ton of concept artwork that we come up with for each of the stages. Viewing that, we come up with key words that are matching and fitting to the concept art and the sort of scenery and the environment and the world building and the setting. And then from key words, we start to write some phrases or what becomes in the end maybe part of the lyrics. And that's a process that we go over with the game design team and the sound designers and the producers. We all kind of collaborate and come together. And then what comes out of that is we talk about emotions and how we want to evoke different emotions with different songs and matching to the stages. And next, which is kind of how we start placing those stages within the entire experience. So it's really a collaborative process, and it's a lot of fine tuning and finding what is going to make this emotion sort of really presents itself, or what is the progression of the story and the emotional kind of flow that we want to provide in the game experience. So it's really that kind of togetherness that comes together when making the music.
I have two more questions. That's it. Very quick. So one is, what was the game that inspired you from your past Lumines games? This is the perfect game, but we could do it better, similar to this game that we released in the past. Was there any Lumines game that inspired you guys to do, to work on this title?
インスパイアされた。このやっぱりルミネスをベースにっていうかインスピレーションを受けて今回やるっていうのはどのルミネスになりますか？
そうですね。やっぱりクラシックな一番初めのルミネスの一番初めのステージのシャイニング。その曲の印象を大事に作ろうってことですね。シンプルなメロディー、シンプルな歌詞なんですけど、記憶に残る、毎日聴きたくなる、気持ちが上がる、ルミネスらしく気持ちが上がる、そんな曲だったので、その曲を目指したものが今回存在しているようにしてますね。はい。
Yeah, so it's going to be the original OG Luminous for sure. And in particular, really the first stage. Everyone loves it. It's shining. It's a very simply laid out stage with very simple lyrics, but it's so memorable. And I think a lot of people just remember that first time experience. You want to play it daily. It's hard to put down. And I think we are trying to definitely have a similar, we hope that we have a similar vibe with that when you start playing Luminous Arise. So it's definitely the original Luminous for me.
I want to end this with this. I feel like it's super important for me to say this. Me and my wife, we when we started playing Tetris Effect, I feel like it was a very important moment for us. We were going through a lot at that time, and I feel like that game and the music really helped us heal. It helped us to be in a better mood because of the game. So I'm very thankful to see a company like you guys to be around and creating games like this for people that are going through hard times. It's just, and it's good,
Thanks.
So I could say more, but I know we have to wrap it up. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So cool to hear. If I could just add to that, I think one of the things that we're not touching on too much in this demo, but we will in the larger game, is the idea that life has these hard moments and these positive moments that are celebratory, and these other moments that don't seem at the time like they're a good thing or a good thing to be at, but that ultimately like humans find a way, and a lot of them through each other kind of coming together, and we really have this like overall positive message of hope and like arising out of those kind of challenges. So like there is light, there is darkness, there is hardship, there is celebration, but that ultimately we hope to leave people with this kind of more positive message of perseverance and like being all in this kind of together. So like, yeah, I know it sounds crazy for a puzzle game. By the way, we're talking about a puzzle game.
But it gets deep. It gets deep. It gets deep. I love it.
But that's where our head is at making this thing. So that's really cool to hear. Like that's seriously like the kind of stuff that really like keeps the team going. So that's why we make these games.
Yeah.
Well, make sure to send that message to the team.
We absolutely 100% will. That's awesome. We even got your message recorded now to bring back to the team. So yeah, it means a lot to us.
That's a good point. It is a puzzle game.
Yeah, sorry. At the end of the day, this is a video game, and the genre is going to fall into a puzzle game. But there is something that we were talking about, like, what's the punchline? What's the slogan for Luminous Arise? And we're like, think differently or like puzzle differently. It's not just a puzzle game. So hopefully that is sort of felt across the play experience.
Awesome. Well, I know we have to wrap it up, but thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Awesome.